Love is in the air today, huh? All right. One. One of you, one of you, one of me, just one life. That's all we get. And yet, research shows that we spend so much time comparing ourselves, criticizing ourselves, analyzing, and more than that, judging ourselves. How many of us have judged ourselves in 2026? By show of hand. Okay, I'm in the right room, y'all. How many of us have judged ourselves this past week? Okay. How about today? All right. I feel like I need to raise both my hands up. I'm in the right room, and thank you so much for raising your hands. But imagine with me, what would life look like? What would life feel like if we spent half of that time being kinder to ourselves, honoring ourselves, maybe even loving ourselves, like Jojo said? I bet it would feel good. But okay, fine, maybe not half of the time, but what about 1 minute each day of a little less self judgment, and maybe just a teeny tiny bit of love towards ourselves? Oh, I gotta tell you, since I was a little girl, man, I love being in front of a camera. And not just a camera, I love being on stages in front of people. Anything that put me there, sign me up. Talking, dancing, smiling with my two big front teeth every day, all day long. And modeling, man, I stood 10 toes down in every room that I walked in, and I believed I was beautiful. I was amazing. I was stunning. Confidence was my middle name. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So fast forward 18 years later, I'm living my dream. Lights, camera, action, modeling left and right. Miss Universe China, Miss Imperial International, and obviously Black Panther premiere, Wakanda forever. But what I didn't know was that my self-image, my self-worth, how I felt about Phoebe was directly tied to all the accomplishments, the accolades, and every compliment I got. See, 21st of August 2020, man, I remember that like it was yesterday. I walked into the changing room. This is what a changing room looks like, okay? You walk into a room, there's clothes everywhere, models running around, half dressed, obviously. Some of them getting their makeup done. One's looking for a matching shoe, the other one's yelling something, one's looking for food. The normal chaos of a changing room before a big fashion show. I spotted the stylist. Oh, hello, my name is Fee. You? No. Forehead, big. Chest, mayo. Hips, big, big. No size for you. No, no. Huh? Me? I bet she's talking to me. No? Me? I'm not right? How can I not be right? The shoots I've done, the runways I've walked, every walkway has been a runway, and I've been to places. She doesn't know that I'm someone. She doesn't know about everything I've done, places I've been, all the ways that I've showed up. I know my forehead's too big, but is it that big? My hips, I know they're wide, but that's all it took. 2 words from a stranger in a changing room to crush my entire self-image. I'm not quite right. All of a sudden, I felt the ground beneath me suddenly become unstable, and I wanted it to open up and swallow me whole because I felt naked in a room full of clothes and strangers, and all I wanted was to disappear. Sometimes we have a tendency of taking something someone says, maybe an occurrence, and then we make it mean something else. She said my forehead's too big, which is true. My hips are too wide, which is true. But I made that mean that I'm not good enough, that I don't belong here. Has there been a time in your life where maybe, just maybe, you felt this way? Yeah, me too. I barely made it through the runway that day. Each step I took, I'm not quite right. I don't belong. I don't deserve to be here and I'm not good enough. Each step I took, I'm not quite right. I don't belong here and I'm not good enough. And the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, I don't belong here. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. One night, I think 2 weeks later, after sitting in the basement of the bottom of I'm not quite right, I had just taken a shower, middle of the night, 2020, COVID, right? And I looked at myself in the mirror. I've told this story before, but this time it was different. See, I had heard about mirror work before. How when you look at yourself, say nice things to yourself, maybe you start to believe them. I thought that was weird. Like, what am I going to say? Like, yeah. I know I look nice in photos, but what am I going to say to myself? And so that night, I decided to try the thing one more time. I'm just going to give it a try one more time. And so, as I was oiling my body, I looked in my own eyes, middle of the night. Hey, Phoebes, I see you. That's all I said. And the next day, middle of the night showers again. Hey, Phoebe, this really sucks. And it's so weird. But I'm here. And the day after that, and every day, I got to say something a little more. Every day, I got to show up a little more. Every single day, there was something else that I would say. And all of a sudden, I realized, okay, this is not so weird anymore. This is the one thing that I'm doing for myself that, oh my goodness, if people found out what I do in the middle of the night, they'd think I'm nuts. And that's okay too. The second thing I did was all the affirmations that were coming up when I said I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm awesome, I'm all of these things. I started to write them down because I didn't believe them. They were just things I said. So I wrote them down and pasted them on my wall next to my bed. So when I woke up in the morning, that's the first thing that I saw. I'm beautiful. I didn't believe it, but it was right there. I'm awesome, I'm amazing. And you know what else? This was my favorite. Hi, Phoebe, I'm beautiful. I may not look like a supermodel, but she don't get to look like me either. No one gets to look like me, no one gets to look like you, and I needed that reminder. The third thing I did was every single day, I spent 5 minutes or 10 minutes when I had the time and wrote down my feelings. Sometimes it was just a vent about the day, someone looked me weird in the metro, or I liked the coffee I had, but those 5 minutes felt like I really liked me to take 5 minutes of my time to actually write about my day, to reflect, right? And so those three things became the foundation of my self-love journey. Each and every day that I took time to either talk to myself in the mirror or write that down or journal about my day. Do you like you? Do you love you? And if you do, what are some of the ways in which you show your self-care? What are some of the ways in which you show your self-love? Now, it's Valentine's Day, love is in the air, but let's take a sharp right turn. What occurs when you've done the mirror work and you feel amazing, when you've been journaling, when you've been doing your affirmations and life feels good, and all of a sudden, everything stops working? You stand in the mirror and you have nothing to say. You try to journal and you write one word 3 times, 5 times, you write that in 10 lines and nothing is coming up. And suddenly motivation sounds like garbage. And all of a sudden your life moves you right and left and oh my goodness, you can no longer tell whether bottom is up or back is front. And life just goes bland. Oh, let me tell you, when I got off the TEDx stage in October, life felt good. Oh man, I hopped on a plane to Shenzhen. I spent a week on a business trip, then to Guangzhou, 10 days at Canton Fair, sleeping in hotels, eating at nice restaurants. The world was my oyster. It was mine for the taking. And so when I was in Guangzhou, I thought, you know what? I've always loved fashion. I should move down here, build a business. So 10 days later, I'm flying back to Nanjing. I pack up my entire life that I've built over 9 years with my cat, and we move down south. life will be good. I know it, I know it, I know it. Life will be absolutely beautiful because when you show up and play full out every day, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you say all of these amazing things, life meets you where you are. We've heard that before, right? Not just me. And so I show up every day. And let me tell you, life was feeling bigger and better. I was dreaming brighter each and every day. I was walking like I was on cloud nine. Now, I don't know when the shift changed. I knew building a business wasn't going to be easy, but damn. Any business owners in the room? Okay, I'm not alone. I knew that I would have to hustle and grind, but oh my goodness, I thought I would be spending at least 5 to 8 hours in my nice office home in a white suit and a pink laptop. I didn't envision standing in the metro for 2 hours, waking up at the crack of dawn and getting home when I'm so tired and all I did was collapse on the couch from exhaustion. I didn't have the energy to journal. I didn't have the energy to show up. Gosh, I can't even work out for 2 minutes. I don't recognize me. I feel like when life knocks you down, when something major happens and it crashes you to the ground, you can pick the moment when life changed. But when it's one tiny thing, a missed morning routine, a client leaving, registering a business in China, that knocked me down. And then when I thought, okay, can't be that bad. See, I remember this one night when the alarm went off at 4 a.m. and I wasn't jumping out of bed, excited for the day, wishing there were more hours in the day. I was cursing beneath my breath, damn it, we gotta do it again. And then again the next day. And when I go through a day, I'd come home and think, tomorrow we gotta do this yet again. Hell no. And when I thought that I was at the basement of the bottom, turns out there was another layer in the basement. I got the call. That was 2 weeks ago, by the way. The call that if you've ever gotten the call, you may know how I feel. If you haven't yet, I pray to God you never do. See, my favorite auntie passed away just 2 weeks ago. And she was one of the people that I loved the most. My mom's baby sister, I always thought if I get married, she's going to be there. And she's gone, just gone. If you've lost someone, anyone who's lost someone here, you know how I feel. And so I thought, I can't show up on TEDx. What am I going to tell you about loving yourself? My affirmations ain't working no more. I can't journal. I can't talk to myself in the mirror like I used to. How can I show up today? And more than that, why should you believe a word I say? I'm a fraud. But today I stand in front of you, imperfect, vulnerable. I get to show you my heart. And I hope that inspires you to show your heart as well. And the 3 things that I've done these past 2 weeks, very simple. No affirmations. Well, sometimes affirmations because I like them. But the first thing is feel my feelings. When I'm sad, I let the tears fall. When I'm mad, which I have been a lot, I try not to punch someone in the face, even when they deserve it. But I found that a great workout helps release the pent-up energy. But when I'm happy, I'm dancing in elevators, in the metro. I don't give a damn. Because that's what life is. Holding the pain and the joy all together, allowing them to dance in the constant duality, because we all know in life there is love and there is loss. Do you have the space to hold them both, to allow them to be there with you? And the other thing that I've done, for 1 minute a day, I set a timer. I close my eyes when I remember. I place one hand on my heart and another one on my belly. And I try to feel how I feel, but more than that, no self-judgment allowed in this window of time. And if I'm there for like 20 minutes, if I'm there for like 20 seconds, and then judgment, you should be doing more, the coulda, shoulda, woulda, then I have to set the timer again. For 1 minute, Out of 24 hours, 1 minute, I can do 1 minute, even on my worst day. Maybe you can too. And the third thing, oh, you probably guessed it when I stepped on stage. I look good every day, every single day. Because when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you're able to do more good in the world. And sometimes doing good in the world is not punching someone in the face, even when they deserve it. Sometimes it's showing up in your pain, in your healing, in your grief each and every day. And the world needs more of that. And when you look good, smell good too. It really helps. And not just women, there's some men in the room. Try it as well. And so let me ask you, what do you do when life knocks you upside the head? Do you stay in the ground and say, man, back in the day life was good? Or do you try to get back up? What do you do when you know right now that, yes, every speaker who came before me said, you are enough, because you are. As you are, right here, right now. So what do you do with that knowing? On the best day of your life, on the worst day of your life, can you show up? Even though showing up is just being here for 1 more minute. Today, for me, this is what self-love looks like. Showing up in my imperfection. Feeling my feelings, smelling good, looking good. Not spa dates, not Valentine's Day dinners. This is my version of self-love. Still figuring it out, still showing up. What would it take for you to love you more? What would it take for you to judge yourself by 1% less every day? Because you deserve it, and whether you know it or not, you are and have always been enough. Thank you.